Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, and today guys we are taking another cheeky look at XRP. Specifically, is XRP about to get clarity, Chris? This is an interesting one. So if you do find it useful, informative, go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really appreciates it, I really appreciate it, and I like to think that XRP would appreciate it too. And on that note, if you're new to the channel and not yet subscribed, then do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all the various videos and live streams and general banter that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Right, with all that said and done, Chris, let's jump on over to the desktop and take a look at what is going on here with XRP and crypto clarity.
Yeah, let's do it, Nick.
Fantastic. So this is the SEC commissioner, right? It's basically calling for regulatory clarity. So the industry just couldn't agree more, right? Anyone within the crypto sphere, Chris, we want clarity, we want an understanding, and we want an agreement. It's not really that difficult. But the SEC like to make it hard for the retail investor. I mean, they look out for the retail investor. So SEC's crypto-friendly 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧, right? She's calling for more clarity in the wake of 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗪𝗀's announcement. Of course, they would look after one of their own. But nonetheless, crypto industry couldn't agree more. Ultimately, with BNY, moving into the crypto space, obviously that means they're going to have clarity. So it's important that the SEC sort themselves out and actually, create some clarity, wouldn't you say, Chris?
Yeah, definitely. And does this kind of feel like it's leading into the inevitable? Like for me, it does. But carry on.
No, I think it is. And crypto mum, as she's been dubbed, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗧, this is. She basically said in an interview that 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗀's crypto plans push US regulators to bring more clarity to the crypto space. And obviously, because they're only going to be the first of many more to come. So the crypto industry leaders are in agreement. They think that it's a good idea to have clarity because, the likes of, Brad Garlinghouse hasn't been pushing for regularity. Anyway, I'm not even going to go into it, Chris. It just winds me up because it's like they haven't heard Brad say, we'd like some clarity. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, she did previously, basically, say that her regulatory colleagues are not an easy bunch. And yeah, that's pretty obvious with some of the nonsense that gets sprouted out over at the SEC. But crypto mum at the US Securities and Exchange Commissioner, effectively, referred to as the crypto mum. This is 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗧, right? And her favorable stance towards crypto, right? So she's very crypto friendly. And she's basically saying that the 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪's crypto plans make it more pressing than ever before for the US regulators to take action and bring more regulatory clarity. So ultimately, I don't think you're going to find anyone in this particular space not wanting that clarity to happen. Ultimately, we want the world to be using digital assets. So I think we can all agree on that. XRP specifically, we want to be we want it to be used for what it's designed to do, and we don't want regulators just blocking it for the sake of it. And specifically, this lawsuit between XRP, well, it's not even that. It's really, they're blurring the lines really. They're the SEC lawsuit against Ripple, because of XRP sales, but they are very different things, and we do need this clarity, and I don't think anyone in this space would disagree with that. So 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, they're basically the investment bank that manages about $2 trillion worth of assets, right? And they announced earlier in the week that they would like to basically add crypto to its assets management under management services, right? So they want to manage crypto assets along with everything else. And when they're talking about $2 trillion worth of assets, then ultimately they're going to have some kind of clarity. So it's important that these regulators get on board with it. So 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 did have an interview, and she basically is saying that adds to the urgency of us taking up some sort of action in this particular area to provide more clarity. And it's so vital, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I can't help but think that this is sort of with the pending sort of activities that are going to be happening with Ripple and the SEC. I kind of feel like maybe this is just, you know, sort of teeing people up for what's about to happen, right? Because I think one of the things that is definitely going to come out of this case is the clarity that is required, not just for Ripple and XRP, but, you know, many others in the space as well. And I think, you know, for all the hate that goes out there around XRP, I think you have got to sort of admire the fact that they are trying to go after and receive this clarity, which doesn't just enable them to do what they want to do in the space. It also enables lots of others, right? And there are going to be many winners in this space.
There really will be many winners, and ultimately, I know we're talking, like, you know, about regulatory clarity in general, but obviously XRP and the SEC lawsuit against Ripple is, you know, at the forefront of many people's minds, as specifically as we start to approach the 22nd of February. And obviously, you know, for those who are more up to speed with that particular lawsuit, you'll understand that there isn't really a lot to it. And ultimately, there's going to be a fine paid and a slap on the wrist. That's ultimately what the end result will be. But we do need to have the clarity as well. So it's an understanding that obviously the SEC want to make sure that retail investors are, you know, have protections and all that kind of stuff, and we get all of that. But they have been, you know, I should say, the SEC has, you know, harpooned several of the large crypto projects, you know, for their distributing, you know, of unregistered security sales, at least in their particular allegations. So I don't necessarily think they're wrong. I think potentially XRP at some point in its life was a security, but I definitely don't think it is a security today, which is probably why we don't see the SEC calling to basically class it as a security today. We just see them going after the sales that have already happened in the past. But nonetheless, the lawsuit is just a bunch of nonsense, and we've spoken about that a few times on this channel. So when regulations become clearer, Chris, you know, the interest in crypto assets will become more vast, right? It won't just be BNY Mellon, or it won't just be, you know, JP Chase, or, you know, MicroStrategies. There are going to be a whole host of people that will potentially understand those regulations and actually work alongside them and adopt these digital assets. So we'll see so much more FOMO, if you will, that fear of missing out, you know, from many of the other US banks. And so this is specifically what I'm going to think about XRP, because once we get that clarity, do you think these banks won't want to potentially be getting involved with a cryptocurrency like XRP that will actually benefit them in the long run? Because it's a no-brainer to me. And this whole BNY Mellon situation is only really going to enhance Ripple and their effort with the XRP digital asset. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out for sure. Is there anything else you want to kind of speak about, Chris?
I don't think there's anything really to add, Nick. I think, you know, it's teeing up very nicely for what we expect is going to happen, and that is pretty much that, you know, we're going to get the clarity that is required, you know, regardless of whether Ripple are found guilty or not guilty, and life will move on, and so will Ripple, and so will XRP.
That's it, isn't it? And the US government's just notoriously slow when it comes to crypto, and they have been lagging behind many of the other countries around the world, the G20 specifically. You know, there's not many countries in the world that would look at XRP and call it a security. So there's lots of stuff to sort out there. But with a new administration coming in, it could breathe good new blood into the SEC that might actually benefit this space. So it's not only that there could be, you know, calls for clarity like we're seeing, but also that the new administration brings the chance for a fresh look, right? So that could be an interesting angle to take on it as well. So we'll have to see, you know, what comes of it, and take that fresh look. You have the new administration take that fresh look at the digital asset space, the cryptocurrencies, and hopefully they come to the same conclusion that many other people have done so around the world. So it's going to be an interesting one to watch out for. I'm very keen to see how the 22nd of February goes, Chris. I assume you are too.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really looking forward to it, Nick.
Yeah, and I think that having someone like Hester, is it's fantastic to have her there preaching about some of the benefits and things of the crypto space and being crypto mum in general. So ultimately, it's her opinion that regulators just have not done a great job, and hopefully she'll be able to make them see the light under a new administration. So in her crypto-friendly stance, Hester, or crypto mum, maybe sticking her neck out. That's potentially there, and bureaucracy, is difficult. But ultimately, it is really hard to get anything done, and that's just typical of most governments. So I like to think that things are going to change, and the one thing for certain is that the SEC lawsuit against Ripple, and new administration coming in here, having crypto mum there, I think we're going to start seeing some change, Chris.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just a matter of time, and I do kind of feel that people that panicked sold are going to probably regret it.
Absolutely. So guys, if you have found this video useful and informative, go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. And I like to think that you appreciate it too. And if by chance you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, then do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all the various videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with all this said and done, we hope you have a fantastic day, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.